Shalom. Call all Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, and salute all you other Akim out there pushing his word in truth and sincerity. I want to start with Sirach, chapter 37 and 19, and it reads, "There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself." And we don't want to be like this, man. As men of the Lord, we're instructed to self-evaluate, make sure that we don't delve into hypocrisy. Because you can know all the breakdowns in the scriptures, man. You can have everything memorized from Genesis all the way to the book of Revelations. But you could still be unprofitable to yourself, though you teach 1,000 people, man. To further elaborate, I want to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 13. It says, "Though I speak with tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I can remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing." All right. And Paul was letting that be known. Hey, I got the ability to heal, and I have the ability to, speak in tongues and remove mountains. And I have faith in all these things. He even spoke to Yahushua face to face, but he said, if I don't have charity, that means nothing. Because with those gifts that Paul had, the understanding, the faith, and so on and so forth, though he had all those gifts and he bestowed those gifts to other men, that way the ministry could increase. If he didn't have charity while doing it, all those works was for naught. It didn't mean a damn thing. You see? Verse 3, "And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned," meaning what? I mean, you could give, you could go out here and be like, Nino Brown, man, and hand out 1,000 turkeys in the hood. But if your actions don't line up to charity, which is love, if your actions don't match up to charity, though you give away 1,000 turkeys in the hood, it don't mean nothing, man. And though you give your body to be burned and you make yourself a living sacrifice for Yahweh Shemel Shah, and you go out and you labor and you go through persecutions and all that, it doesn't mean nothing if you don't have charity. And that's what a lot of brothers is lacking. Yeah, brother, the breakdowns. Hey, cool, you doing the works. But it don't mean shit. It doesn't mean a damn thing because you're not doing it out of charity. You just doing it to do it. You just a sounding brass, man. You just blowing a trumpet. You ain't no different than some chimes on the front porch tinkling. That is all your works, man. You just tinkling. You just out there. That's it. Because what? You don't come in love and in truth and in sincerity. Because all the things that you speak is of the deceit of your own heart. You see, because this is how we're supposed to move, man. Verse 4, "Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not." And a lot of brothers suffer from that evil eye, man. You envious of your brothers, man. You always want to be a niggard in everything that you do. A brother can't be his best him. You always got to try and stop that brother from being something that he wants to be. Hey, man, you got to let go of the envy. You got to let go of of being wrathful, man. We understand that Yahushua was an austere man, but you forget that there's balance in things that he did. You could still be austere, but you have to know patience, man, and when to close your mouth. Charity suffers long and is kind. Charity envies not. Charity vaunteth not itself. It is not puffed up. And a lot of dudes get this wisdom and they get puffed up in their heart. And you got the mentality, man, like the Heavenly Father didn't give this to you to give to others, man. That's why the scriptures say that men will try and heap disciples unto themselves, it's because they get puffed up. And they think that, hey, you the door, but you not the door, man. You not the door to the sheepfold. You was given this information to disperse it to others. You know, that's why, Paul said, hey, give this doctrine to men that are like-minded who could also teach, because leaders don't create more followers. They create more leaders, man. That's how we're supposed to be. You want the next brother that you speak to be just as great as you are. You want the younger brothers to be just as great as you are, man. That's how you bring forth fruit. You don't envy them, man. Okay? And we're here to build brothers up, not to break them down. You see, verse 5, it says, doth not behave itself unseemly, speaking of charity, seeking not her own, like I said, seeking not her own. Not everything is about me, me, me. And you acting like a child, with a brand new toy, man. And that's, hey, that's just how you might have been as a child, man. You might have just been that kid where you ain't want to share nothing with nobody. Well, that's not the mentality we're supposed to have. The scriptures say, be not a child in wisdom. You see, we can't be a child when it comes to the things of the Lord, man. We're supposed to break bread, and increase. We're supposed to seek the prosperity of others, man, and not ourselves. Back from the top, verse 5, does not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinking no evil. You can't be emotional, man. The scriptures talk about men that are, what's the word that they use? Men that are sensual. A lot of you dudes are sensual, man. You real emotional, and you easily provoked. No, we're not supposed to be like that. You see, that is where charity lies, man, to understand, how to operate out of love. Because if I myself don't understand charity, how can I receive it from others? Because you can't even recognize it when it's being given to you, man. And when it comes to charity, it's not even about what I want. It's about what others need. That's why it says, verse 7, charity beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, and endures all things. Endurance through charity will make you hold your tongue when somebody is, saying something against you. Charity will make you hold your tongue against those who speak wickedly about you, because we understand that they know not what they do. That's charity, man. And without that, hey, man, everything that you do is worthless. You see, you are a man that's laboring in vain, as it says in Job. Matter of fact, let me grab that. This is Job chapter 9, verse 29. It says, if I be wicked, why then labor I in vain? You see that? Because you could sit here and, labor for 40 years, go out and teach for 40 years in the highways and hedges. But if you wicked and you being a hypocrite and not internalizing anything that you speak out of your mouth, hey, it's in vain. It don't mean a damn thing. Okay? And that's the things that we're supposed to do, man, to motivate our brothers, to direct and guide our brothers to do the things that are profitable unto them. It's not about me. It's not about what I want. It's about what Yahweh Shemal Shah wants me to do for others, man. All right? And many more things that I can say, but you understand the point. Because this is Matthew chapter 7, verse 21. Like I said, you don't want to be that man that does all this laboring and then at the end of the day find out that it was for nothing. Because this is one of the scariest verses, in the scriptures, man. When I think about it, was Sirach chapter 37 and 19. There's one that is wise and teaches many and yet is unprofitable to himself. Because you really, man, hey, you could be a parrot. You can just copy and paste everything that you hear. You're wise in that aspect. You're wise in that aspect, and because you could regurgitate what you hear, but you don't even hold fast what's given to you, man. Hey, a parrot could get erections, but that doesn't mean that it understands the things that it's speaking. You just, almost to a level of a beast in that aspect. Like Yahweh Shah said, Matthew chapter 7:21, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. You see, you have to do the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. Yes, the will is going out to instruct our people. Yes, the will is to keep these commandments. But even the Pharisees kept the commandments, but they didn't know Yahweh Shema Shah. They didn't know the Heavenly Father. They didn't actually lay these things to heart. That's why in the ancient days in Israel, they were treading the courts. They was treading the Heavenly Father's courts with blood from sacrifices. Bringing in sacrifices is part of the law, but it's better to not have to bring a sacrifice in the first place, man. Just do what he says. And to do what he says, you must lay those things to mind. You must write them upon the table of your hearts. That's what it says Matthew 7:22. Many will say unto me, Lord, Lord, have not we prophesied in thy name, and in thy name has cast out devils, in thy name done many wonderful works? And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Like I said, you could do all these things, but does that mean that you know Yahweh Shema Shah? And does he know you? And the answer is no. Because you're not doing things that pertain unto his will. And he shall say what? Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Because that's where your heart lies, man. You're just a man that basically beholds his face in a mirror. When you read, see, like my brother said, my brother Akawar, shout out to that brother. A lot of guys, they just take the scriptures and they put it in front of their face to hide behind it. But they themselves, behind that veil, behind that shield that they got up, they're all full of wickedness, man. And you use the truth to hide behind, but you don't speak the truth in your heart. That's why it says right here, James 1:22, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves, because a lot of brothers out here is deceived, and not of others, but of their own heart. Continuing on, verse 23, for if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he's like a man beholding his natural face in the glass, man. You just looking in the mirror. You just hear these things, but you don't even, practice what you preach, man. You see? Verse 24, for he beholdeth himself. You see that, right? For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgotten what manner of man he was. As soon as you put the scriptures down and walk out the door, you back to being a nigga. You don't want to be like that, man. You don't want to try and cut people up 100 different ways with the scripts. And now when it's your turn, you don't apply it to yourself. You see? Verse 25, but whoso looketh in the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, meaning what? Hey, we gotta be free from sin. We gotta be free from those ways. That's that perfect law of liberty. And you have to continue in it. Don't just be like that for a day. Don't just be like that while you're reading the scriptures. And don't just be like that for 2 years or so on and so forth, and then return back to your folly. We have to constantly self-evaluate ourselves and remember the things that we say when we sit down and pray, when you behold your face in the mirror, man, when you internalize and examine yourself. Don't examine yourself for a moment and then forget about it 2 minutes later. Continuing on in the verse, he being a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. because you're not just saying it. You don't say, don't be a hypocrite. No, you're actually practicing that. Don't be double-tongued and say, hey, we're reasonable. I'm a reasonable man. I'm a merciful man. I'm a righteous man. And then turn around 2 minutes later and then be a whole different, be of a whole different countenance. Verse 26, if any man among you seem to be religious and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is in vain. And that's the real point, man, is you don't want to be one who's able to teach. And we do all these works, man. Like we in this, us brothers is too invested. We let go of the past. We let go of all the things of this world, man. We don't want to have to do all this, man, just for Yahweh Shah to reject us at the end. That's why it says truly, there's going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Because you could be sincere as you want, but you could still be sincerely wrong. You don't want to sit here and do all this training and, exercise or run 1,000 miles, just to lose the race, man. It'll be, a waste of time. You might as well just stayed in a world, and flipped you a pack or something. Try to be the next Scarface. You was better off doing that, man. And that's really the exhortation that's given to all of us brothers, man. Make sure that we speaking the things that pertain unto righteousness, and not that alone, but that we practice what we preach, that we do the things that we say that we do. We have to make clean the inside of the cup, man. That way the whole cup will be clean. We want to be vessels unto good works for Yahweh B'Shem Al Shah. All right. And I'm going to end it right here. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and 26. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so I fight, not as one that beateth the air. Yeah, you don't want to be somebody just out here shadow boxing, man. And you ever seen somebody get into a fight? They out here doing all this fighting and they swinging, throwing head punches, gut punches, and putting all their strength into it, man. Just to miss. Looking like a fool. We don't want to be that guy. We don't want to be out here just shadow boxing, not hitting a damn thing, man. You just punching the air. But I keep under my body, because this is the fight. This is what he means when he says, I fight, but not as one beats the air. But I keep my body under and bring it into subjection. That is the fight. That's what we're trying to do, man. You got to knock our old man out. You got to constantly battle off them demons, battle off them evil thoughts, battle off hypocrisy. Anytime them thoughts come up, boom, you got to, make sure that your punch connects, man. You see, that is the condition of the battle. Verse 27, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself be a castaway. We don't want to be that man that did all these works, but didn't keep our body under subjection unto the things that came out of our mouth, man. Because if so, we'll be a castaway. The Lord is just using you to bring somebody into the truth, and the next thing you know, you gone like the wind, man. You'll be like Saul. You did all them mighty acts, man, and just for the Lord to reject you at the end. So that said, man, to all you brothers out there, whoever may be listening, we must strive for that perfection, to do things not only in word, but also in deed. Yeah, but with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem Kakwadash, double honor to apostles and elders, GMS who rule well. And hopefully you brothers, take these things and lay them into your mind, man. That we must continue to do better every day. Be mindful of our words and our actions and the things, that we meditate upon. And until next time, shalom.